You see, one of our fans is a crossover fan between this show and Redbar, and he's not a mentally ill Redbar fan. Now, I'm a Redbar fan. I like his show, but I also know that one of our clips ended up on the Bring Back group, and Mike David was being kind of cunty about it. And I know from being a Redbar fan for a while that when Mike David gets cunty, he's not going to say anything nice. He's not going to say anything good. So, in my opinion, when Mike David starts being a little cunty on the internet about you, what you do is you just go on the offensive. Because what can the guy do? He can take his little pointer, he can turn on his TV, and he can say how stupid you look. That's fine. People have been doing that to me for years. I have no problem with a guy taking a pointer and going, isn't that stupid? You see how he moved his hand there? You know what that's indicative of? And doing that for like 2.5 hours and focusing on the same way I moved my elbow or how stupid my set is or whatever. I don't give a shit. But I do know that with Redbar, he's a monster. You can't beg your way out of it. You can't plead your way out of it. You can't apologize your way out of it. So you just fucking attack until you annoy him to the point where he goes, I'm not talking about this guy anymore. I've seen that happen. I've seen people no-sell the guy and he just goes away. Or I've seen him just go, they're just going to talk shit back. And he's just going to go, I got other shit to do. There's people like, who he harps on really hard is the people who let it affect them. Like the Denny's and the Kumias and the Sam Tripolis, all those guys. It works. It gets their goad. But I know how Mike David operates way too well. What you do is you talk shit, you hammer him, you talk about him, and then he gets bored. I'll say this, though. His audience has been very silent when it comes to this show. Like, we ended up on that Bring Back group, and we said, this guy's a piece of shit. Oh, I hate this guy. Oh, he sucks. Doesn't really make it over to me. So I thought last night we'd have a little fun. And then our buddy Cambodian River Pig, who clips pieces of this show and puts it up on his YouTube channel, which I'm fine with. Publicity's a good thing. I guess he was clipping pieces of Redbar's show and putting it up. And remember, Redbar was sick for a year, almost dead, didn't do any shows for a whole year. So guys like this Cambodian River Pig are keeping his show alive through these clips while he's off, getting, I don't know, antimadium put in his body. I don't know. And then he yells at this Cambodian River Pig in his comment section, doesn't even send him a message, doesn't do it privately, goes to one of his fans in his comment section and bitches at him to take it down. And then I'm hearing from Cambodian River Pig that Mike is copyright striking some of his clippers. And that yesterday, that just made me, that pissed me off a lot. That really upset me when I found out he's taken people who have been holding him up all this time, carrying him all this time while he's been away. And then when he comes back, he decides who the fuck he is. And he's going to copyright strike his own fans. That's like, to me, as a Redbar fan, that's anti-Redbar. Like, to me, that's anti the spirit of what that show was. I was listening to his last episode with April, and I just said, he doesn't. And look, he's sick. It's going to happen. Like, part of me feels bad for Mike because, as much of a relentless asshole as he's been to everybody, you don't want to see a guy, fall apart to illness. It can change you physically, but it can change you mentally. And I remember telling her, on our way back from the wedding this weekend, I said, he doesn't seem the same. He just kind of seems different. He's off. And maybe that comes back with time, but you worry, So anyway, we had a nice fun little, 10, 15-minute rant last night. Cambodian River Pig clipped it, put it up on his channel, which I'm absolutely fine with. And I thank him for doing that. I thank him for exposing our show to more people.